Hello everyone, welcome to another week of Draw Something. My name's Andy, and I'm going to be live drawing by request for the next hour or so. I'm starting a little later than usual. I had a birthday gathering to be at earlier tonight, so I'm here starting an hour later, but tonight's theme is hot stuff. So fire, heat, anything along those lines, that's what I'm going to be drawing tonight. So let me go ahead and bring up the larger view here, or the multi-view, sorry. And I'll go ahead and get started here with my first drawing. This is a drawing by request show. I'm just going to start with an idea of my own, but if you have an idea you want to throw out there, by all means, drop it in the chat. Just let me make sure I got my list up before I start. Okay. Okay, so what I was going to start with was the secret life of candles. Like, what if candles had souls? It's like it would be the subject of a classic Pixar short. So let me go ahead and do this here. Oh, Planetary 121's already got a request. Red Hot Chili Peppers chatting while one of them has some Chipmunks roasting on an open fire. Planetary 121, I will totally do that for you. Alright, very good. Thank you, Planetary 121. Alright. I'm trying to think of how I want to start this out. I have the ideas in my head, I'm just trying to structure them here on the paper. Let's go ahead and start with this sleeping candle right here. So what I had in mind here was the sleeping candles. When the candles go to sleep, their fuses go out, and when they're awake, their fuses are lit, and they're just progressively getting shorter and shorter as they continue to burn. So what happens is eventually they're going to get really short and eventually burn out, and that's basically death to them. So what they need to do to keep themselves alive is to keep adding on new chunks of wax or new cylinders of wax. These are, like cylinder-shaped candles, so they'll put on a new cylinder on top of themselves or on the bottom of themselves to just extend their lifespan, basically. Right now I'm starting out by drawing this candle here that's just lying in bed, and it's sleeping, so its fuse is out. Kaiser Soze, awesome to see you here. How are you doing tonight? Alright. Right now I'm drawing the Secret Life of Candles. Let me erase this line here, I didn't think that through. So this one's sleeping, so his fuse is not lit. His wick, I should say. I guess fuse would be imply he's dynamite, but he's not. It's not a fuse, it's a wick. So his wick is not lit because he's asleep. When the candle wakes up, its lick immediately turns on. That's basically its sign of whether it's conscious or not. Sorry, I got a sleeping candle right here. Let me go ahead and draw a candle that's awake. Alright, so I kind of have this candle here just standing here contemplating. What he's contemplating about is the selection available for extensions, basically. Where they basically charge you money to get an extension on your life. Because that's the crazy world these candles live in. They come in scented and non-scented. That's an important thing to note. So the candle is just analyzing the sign, taking it all in, trying to make a decision. Oh man, I almost forgot to light his wick. He is awake after all, so I gotta do that. Hold on, let me reposition the eyes there. Alright, so this one just got a new extension added on. So she's all excited. Yeah! Alright. So let me go ahead and draw a couple shelves here of extensions. These are the small ones, these are the medium ones, these are the large ones. Alright. And the reason that they need to have an extension is because of, well, I'm going to draw this right here. Yeah, this candle right here that's right near the end of its, kind of near the end of its life. Looks like it really needs an extension. You can get a small for $5. That would be pretty affordable. But yeah, I mean, as long as you have your finances in order, you could basically be immortal. Well, I guess actually, I guess your wick will eventually burn out. I guess that's really what it comes down to. Once your wick is burned out and no longer functions, that's kind of the end of it. It's a little morbid. Let me go ahead and draw a window here for this nighttime scene. And yeah, I think that's basically it. Alright, so I think I'll go ahead and call it good there. So there we go. There's a little peek into the secret life of candles. They light up when they're awake. They go out when they're asleep. And they can basically be, they can live for a really long time. So they can keep getting these extensions and keep making themselves bigger. And the extensions do eventually, kind of blend in with the rest of their body after a short while, so it just becomes a homogeneous whole. This one just got their extension, so you can still tell the difference between where the extension is and where the rest of their body is. But, this one got an extension quite a while ago, and it's, all blended together now. And this one really needs an extension, but it looks like it doesn't have the money, poor guy. So let me go ahead and bring up the larger view for this. Also, I wrote it really small, but here's the small and medium and large, which are all given their own prices. A full overhaul for $200. That's where you basically get your your whole entire body replaced. Instead of just getting a simple extension, you get your whole entire body. That's if you're like really desperate to change your overall appearance. And of course, they come in scented and non-scented. Alright. Alright, so that's one drawing down. Let me go ahead and get a new piece of paper out and get to Planetary 121's request, which was a pretty awesome one. Red Hot Chili Peppers chatting while one of them has some chipmunks roasting on an open fire. Okay. I'm sorry, I should have said that out loud. It's Red Hot Chili Peppers chatting while one of them has chipmunks on a roasting over an open fire. That's a pretty hot image if I say so myself. It's funny, one of the first drawings I did on this stream was had chipmunks on a roasting on an open fire, but I ended up drawing them kind of weird, so I ended up creating frog monks, which are my channel points. If you look at my channel points, they're called frog monks. Because I drew the chipmunks and their heads just didn't look right, so they looked more like frog heads, so I decided to just call them frog monks, and so that stuck. Let me see if I can actually get the chipmunks right this time for Planetary 121. So yeah, they're all tied tightly to the spit by rope, with rope. Alright, almost done drawing the spit setup here. I'm going to start drawing the red hot chili peppers. The stem is lit on fire, very much like a candle wick. There we go. Alright, so now Irene Pena Music, awesome to see you here. I actually have a drawing that is inspired by you, or more specifically your husband, that I was gonna do tonight. And oh, you were gonna request a hippo of some kind. I could do 2 hippo drawings. I already had 1 hippo drawing in mind, but I could do 2. Alright, so with Chipmunks roasting on an open fire, I feel like I gotta add something here. Oh, Planetary 121, that's an awesome detail. Yes, definitely. In fact, yeah, how's that for a gross origin story? Their foot sweat is what becomes hot sauce. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, Irene Pena, thank you for the 100 bits. Very much appreciated. Irene is a streamer friend of mine. Let me give her a shout out here in the chat. She sings and plays the guitar with her husband, Great Hippo, and it's always a good time. And her husband, and also Hippo, has a thing for consuming very spicy food, and it can sometimes have some consequences, you could say. I was just on her stream the other day, and she suggested doing a heat theme, and that's what inspired tonight's stream. Thank you, Planetary121, for that suggestion. The drawing needed a little more fleshing out, I thought, so that was a good one. That was a good way to branch out a little bit. So yeah, I'm drawing Alvin and Simon here in near the bottom of the paper, trying to sneak by without being detected by the peppers. There we go. We need to keep it on the down low. Now go ahead and draw Theodore there with his big eyes. Draw a couple of logs on the fire. Alright, is there anything else I can add to this? I think this might be good. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I feel good about this. Planetary121, do you have any other suggestions to add? Go ahead and write your name on here. Punch-Out 121, I'm glad you like it. Let me go ahead and bring up the larger view. Alright, there we go. Alright, Irene, I hope you're still here, because I was going to go ahead and do the hippo drawing I had planned. Oh, wait, I just saw your message. You're just stopping in before putting your kiddo to bed. I think I'll still do it and just show it to her later. I am posting this replay on YouTube after I finish streaming, so it'll still be available for her to watch. So let me go ahead and get started on this. So this is going to be like a 3-part comic I'm doing here. This is not the first time the Great Hippo has appeared on this stream. He's several weeks ago I did a drawing of him escaping from some literal ghost peppers in a graveyard. He was being saved by Underdog. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think hippos have actual hands. I think they... Let me look at something really quick. Oh, no, that's right. I did it for Dog Week. I was thinking it was for one of my Halloween streams. It was actually for Dog Week. Because Underdog is in there. Alright, just wanted a refresher on how to draw the limbs. Because I was drawing with human hands, and I don't remember that being how he looked before. Alright, so when he was when Irene and Hippo were doing their stream last week, or this last weekend, it was a thing where he was eating one jelly bean at a time. Whereas in this drawing, he's just eating he's downing like several of them at once. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and draw the container of jelly beans here. Carolina Reaper jelly beans. There's a special edition of the Jelly Belly Bean Boozled that has different varieties of pepper jelly beans. So you got habaneros, jalapeno, sriracha, I think was one of them. Ghost pepper and Carolina Reaper. Yeah, these are just all Carolina Reaper jelly beans. So this is, and he's down in like 5 of them at once. The real hippo, I don't think would do that. But just for this drawing, I'm having him down 5 Carolina Reaper jelly beans at once. All right, so this is part 1 of the comics. Let me move on to part 2, where we cut to Hippo's stomach. Filled with acid. Oh, hold on a second here. Can have one of the jelly beans doing a cannonball into the stomach acid. There we go. So I'm drawing a couple of these jelly beans in here to sort of show the gradual change that they undergo once they enter the stomach and come in contact with the acid. Normally what happens is your food will just get digested down. But with these jelly beans, things go a little differently, as I'll show in a minute. This one's starting to catch on fire. Alright, so this one's starting to catch on fire here, but now we're going to get to the next one here, the next step of the process, where it's not only catching fire, it's, well, you'll see. It's fully turned into fire. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and just add a sign in here just to specify what this is. Alright, there we go. This might actually be a 4-panel comic. I was originally thinking 3-panel, but this might be 4-panel. So we got a slight zoom out of the stomach here. And whereas there was just a little bit of fire here right now, now there's basically the whole thing is going to be fire. To all those who are watching, this is a drawing by request show. I just did a request for Planetary 121 a few minutes ago. I'm still totally open for requests. So if you have a fire-related request you wanted to throw out there, go ahead and just do so. There we go. The inside of his stomach is literally on fire. And that brings us to the 4th and final panel of this comic. No, actually, Irene and actually Hippo just competed with another streamer here on Twitch earlier on Irene's channel tonight. They were something to do with spicy ramen. I sadly missed it, but I bet it was a really fun time. So something I was gonna try looking up and I forgot to was what I should have the hippo breathing fire at. Seems like it would make the most sense for it to be his predator, his main predators. Let me see if I can find that. Predators. Also, like crocodiles and lions are a couple of them. So I could add those in. They just add a couple of lions in there running away. Whoosh. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll do. There's a 4-panel comic. Hippo eats jelly beans. The jelly beans turn into fire. He breathes the fire out. The secret origins of fire breath. You know, there's a rumor that dragons do the same thing. It's not actually part of their, you know. I think it's probably been generally assumed that, you know, dragons just have fire glands in their system and that's how they can breathe fire. No, they just eat the jelly beans. The Carolina Reaper jelly beans is the secret. They're the secret. So let me go ahead and bring up the full-size view. There we go. Eating, digesting, fire blazing, fire goes out. It's got to go somewhere. You can't just let it sit in there forever. I mean, his stomach is pretty resilient, but it'll get burned through eventually. Alright. Had one more drawing prompt that I had figured out ahead of time, so I'll go ahead and get to that now. Once again, requests are open. So if anyone has a heat-related request, or even not a heat-related request, if someone has a request that's both related to hot stuff and Christmas, that'd be awesome. So if you have an idea along those lines, drop it in the chat. And also, I've been at this for about an hour now, and I'm feeling a little thirsty. If someone wants to redeem a hydrate, I'd greatly appreciate it. So what I'm drawing right now is, you know, I was trying to brainstorm various hot things, and I figured a volcano is definitely in that category. So I wanted to kind of put it like sort of I wanted to put a spin on it like I usually like to do. So this is a volcano in the underworld. HE double hockey sticks. But since that place is already fire and brimstone, it seems like a volcano there would, you know, if it was to be as disastrous as it is here on the surface, it would, you know, need to be something other than fire and brimstone, because if it was just fire and brimstone, it wouldn't really come across as a disaster. So I thought about it, and I'm thinking, basically, what if it was spewing out everything joyful and happy and sunshiny you can possibly imagine. To the demons living in the underworld, that would be pretty disastrous. So let me go ahead and start on that here. Heat Miser battling Santa Claus? You know what? I was thinking of Heat Miser earlier today. Yes, I will totally add that in, Planetary 121. Thank you for the request. Alright, so I'm already sketching out some demons who are running for their lives. Hold on. So yeah, I got a puppy, I got sunshine. It'll be all rainbow colored. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, accidentally bumped the camera. I'll go ahead and add cotton candy in there for good measure. on a second. Got a bowl of ice cream in there. Just all the happy things that bring people joy. That's what comes erupting out of this volcano in the underworld. It's rumored to only erupt every 2,000 years, but this is the day. Hold on. This guy's mouth isn't quite big enough for my taste. That's a little better. Make it nice and big. No, Fred! So yeah, this one gets his foot burned off by the the lava, the happy, cheerful lava. second. We do an ice cream cone next. Alright, let me see if I can do anything else here. I think I might be good on this. Got most of the space filled in pretty well. Yeah, I think I feel good about this. In fact, I might actually have a place to put my signature. Let me erase a little bit of that right here. There we go. 12/8/21 AB. There we go. Let me go ahead and bring up the larger view for this. This is a volcanic eruption in the underworld where instead of lava and magma, which is already what you have in the underworld anyway, here we have sunshine, rainbows, ice cream, puppies, all the things that'll bring people joy, but is absolutely horrible for demons and even burns their flesh. It's kind of dark, but volcanic eruptions are no joke, even in the underworld. Alright, so I got another request from Planetary 121 I'm going to do now. It is Heat Miser battling Santa Claus. Once again, if someone wouldn't mind redeeming a hydrate for me, that would be awesome. Definitely feeling a little thirsty. Got my DJ Mike Brady water bottle right here. Alright, so Heat Miser battling Santa Claus. Alright, so I was considering just doing my own drawing the heat miser in my own style. Debating whether or not I should do that or just look up a reference pic and just draw him the way he looks in the special. The Year Without a Santa Claus. Probably gonna go with that. Let me go ahead and look him up really quick. Alright, so yeah, let me go ahead and do Heat Miser for real this time. And those eyes are way too far apart. Let me fix that here. Alright, so just sketching out Mr. Heat Miser, Mr. 101, more like. Alright. I think I got the basic look of him down. Ah, thank you, Planetary 121, for the hydrate and stretch. Thank you. Definitely needed that. Alright, let me go ahead and draw Mr. SC here next. Excuse me. Apologize for that. Alright, so I got the two characters drawn out. Now let me go ahead and draw their backup fighters. Of course, Heat Miser has his little mini selves that he that help him perform his theme song. So I'll definitely draw some of them in here. Alright, gotta draw at least one more of them in here. Sorry, this is a little repetitive. Just want to make sure he has a decent sized army going up against the big guy. It's a pretty formidable foe he's dealing with. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and draw a big old flame here in the background for him to signify his, yeah, I mean, he's the Heat Miser, so his icon is fire. Sure, I was making sure I had traced over those lines already. Of course, the elves are equipped with snowballs to throw at the Heat Miser and his cronies. Oh, it's Santa's fight song. Up on the housetop, Santa's gonna kick your butt. Hold on a second. Gonna have this one actually throwing his snowball as he springs onto the battlefield. Alright. Just about done with this. Alright. Yeah, alright, one more. One more big, one more little flame here. And yeah, I think that'll do. Let me go ahead and write down Planetary 121's name here. And I'll go ahead and bring up the larger view. There we go. Heat Miser versus Santa Claus. The battle for Christmas. And I'm gonna call it good for tonight. Got looks like 5 drawings. Not bad. But I'm feeling like I've done all my drawings for tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the end of show recap, and then I might raid, but I only have 2 viewers right now, so might just end the stream. Let me go ahead and bring up the larger view. Alright, so starting off, here's the Secret Life of Candles. I got a candle, so the candles, their wicks are lit up when they're awake and they're out when they're asleep. So this one's sleeping, his wick's not lit. This one's awake, so his wick is lit. And then you got an extension shop here where candles can get extensions to lengthen their lifespan. Then you have this poor guy right here who just doesn't have the money for an extension, and he's super short. Alright, so that was the first drawing I did. Just a little peek into the life of a candle. Next up, for Planetary 121, here's a couple of Red Hot Chili Peppers chatting while roasting chipmunks over an open fire. They're dripping hot sauce out of their feet. That's sweat, and it's going into these bottles. So hot sauce is just foot sweat from chili peppers. That's disgusting. And on top of all that, you have Alvin and his brothers trying to sneak past the chili peppers so they don't get caught and get stuck on that spit. So there's that one. Next up, another one I did for myself. Here's inspired by Irene Pena Music and her husband, Great Hippo. And let me make sure I actually have that on the camera. He's eating some of Spicy's Carolina Reaper jelly beans. They land in his stomach and they slowly turn into fire. Soon his entire stomach is full of fire, and then he breathes the fire out at his foes. So you got a couple lions here running for their lives from the fire-breathing hippo. And let me see what's next. Another one I did for myself. Here's a volcano erupting in the underworld, where instead of fire and molten lava, it's all the things that bring humans joy: sunshine, puppies, ice cream, cotton candy. And you see this one. These demons are running away. This demon gets its foot burned off by the joyous magma, and this one's just gets a whole big face full of it. It's kind of dark and morbid despite all the sunshine and cuteness. And last but certainly not least, for Planetary 121, here is the Heat Miser battling Santa Claus. Both of them have their own armies. Santa's got his elves. Heat Miser has his mini-me's. And yeah, looks like it's probably going to be a pretty epic fight. It could be over in a matter of seconds, though. Santa's one tough cookie. Probably pretty hard to take down. And yeah, that is this week of Draw Something. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for making requests. And let me see. Yeah, I only have 2 viewers, so I think those who are watching, if you wouldn't mind hanging on tight for a raid, I'm going to see who I can raid here. I'll go ahead and raid DJ Chief's Alice. She's got a music stream going on right now. I was just on there yesterday. It's really good, so I'll go ahead and raid her. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night, and take care. See you next time.